Hey, what is up everybody, Reubin here, my name's Reubin and welcome to the worst first impression. Now this is a speed dating simulator. Now I don't know much about it, so we're gonna jump straight in and have a look what this has to offer. So hey there, welcome to the worst first impression, a speed dating simulator. Have you played this game before? Honestly, no. Alright, let me explain how it works. You are about to face 3 candidates. The candidates have different interests and personalities. If you decide to stay silent during conversations or react negatively to things they like, it may affect their overall opinion of you. Emphasis on may. Trying different things with different candidates as well as safe scumming is possible and in fact encouraged. Before we start for real though, I need to know your name. You know what, nice and simple, we'll just go with Knight. On this rainy Friday night, you find yourself in a squeaky red booth in a restaurant reserved for speed dating. This was your own idea, but you're slowly starting to regret it. You've had 5 people at your table so far, but you haven't circled the yes on your scorecard once. You're beginning to feel like this was a mistake. Perhaps you shouldn't have come here at all. When the bell rings, the candidates start shuffling, and with a sigh you mark another quick no. A girl with dark, though impeccable makeup flops down on the booth across from you. Her name tag on the leather jacket reads Sue. So obviously we're going to be nice, we're going to greet her. You offer your hand. Pleased to meet you. You too. Hey Knight, you look a bit grumpy. I hope the evening hasn't been hard on you so far. I'm Sue, by the way. So first and foremost, we're going to ask her how she is doing. Tell me, Sue, how are you doing tonight? Could be worse. I'm here to meet a ton of interesting people from all walks of life. And of course, there's always a chance to meet that someone special. She winks. But seriously, I enjoy speed dating. Even if I've never been very successful at the dating part, I've actually met more platonic friends on the date nights than any other potential dates. Not to say that that's a bad thing, I love my friends. Anyway, how about you? I'm okay, good. I'm doing really well. I'm glad to hear that. Ask about her hobbies? So, do you have any hobbies? Sure do. I'm a bass player in a band named the Naked Gorilla Dancers. And no, that's not a joke. What sort of music do you make? Experimental rock. It's pretty cool, but you have to be into it. What kind of music do you like? Honestly, I'm going to say I do enjoy a little bit of rock as well. Love rap as well, but rock. Nice. I knew I'd find a kindred here sooner or later. Do you think the weather is terrible today? Ugh, this rain, it's the worst. I'm very unlucky, it messes with my makeup and makes me look like a panda bear. Panda bears are pretty cute. Hey, are you saying I'm cute? Maybe. Only when it's raining. Wow, thanks, I'm flattered, really. Sue looks at the envelope on the table. Inside the envelope is a question to discuss. The contents of the envelope are different for each round, so no one ever gets the same question twice. What about this thing? She rips the envelope open, keeping her eyes on you the whole time before looking down and reading the notes inside. What's the best birthday present you have ever had? Well, that one is easy. I got a very nice bass guitar for my 18th birthday. I only got it because I just promised my parents to pick up a study and not, I quote, waste my time making music. Pretty ironic, huh? But in the end, I'll be grateful for them pushing my ass to college. Don't tell my parents I said that. What about you? Rare merch band. You know what? The others I don't really like, so yeah. Can't go wrong with band merch. The bell rings again. Time's up for this round. Around you, people start to move. Sue stands up from her seat and gives you a thumbs up. Nice talking to you. Do you want to have further contact with this candidate? Yes, I really do. The next candidate is a tall woman with short, bright blue hair. Before even sitting down, she offers you her hand pompously. A little surprised, you shake it. Hello, Knight. I'm Marion. Oh, hey, please sit down. Oh, yes, of course. Marion puts her drink on the table and sits down. So, how's she doing? How are you feeling tonight? I'm alright, a bit tired at the end of a long evening, but I've had fun. Marion hesitates for a moment. And you? I'm doing fine. Honestly, I'm a bit tired. Marion takes a thoughtful sip of her drink. Yes, that will happen. So many people, so many first impressions, some of which are not quite the way you want them to go, and so many names to remember. It's a good thing we have name tags then. Of course. Any hobbies? Dogs. Insofar as dogs can be a hobby. Of course, I've already had someone laugh at me for suggesting that dogs are my hobby. So well, dot dot dot. But since you're asking, I love dogs. I have two of them. A Springer Spaniel and a mix of a Labrador with German Werehead Pointer. Werehead Point. I don't know what dog that is. Do you want to see pictures? I have them on my phone. Just be kind. Obviously, we'll say yes. Flips through the pictures on her phone. She shows you a particularly cute one of both of her dogs. They are frankly adorable. So, about the weather. The rain is pretty bad right now. The rain is fine as long as I don't have to go through it or walk my dogs. Umbrellas go a long way, but my dogs just smell bad and leave mud everywhere. Fortunately, they like baths, but it's still a chore. Still better than the smell of wet dog. Definitely. Marion remains quiet for a while. You look at the envelope on the table. Should we open this? Oh yes, go ahead. You read the question out loud. What does your dream house look like? I think a house with a large garden. I would love it to have a large manor, but I feel like I would have to quit my job to devote myself fully to the upkeep, and I wouldn't want that. Although, maybe if I had the money to buy such a house, I could also afford to pay people to help me with the household. What about your dream house, though? Very straight, simple. A house in the middle of the forest. I think that is, first and foremost, is what I would love. That sounds nice. Birds and critters can be loud in the morning and wake you up, though. The bell rings yet again. Marion picks up her glass, wipes the moisture off the bottom, and stands up. Well, I'll be going. Bye. Left your field of vision. Do you want further contact with this candidate? You know what? Honestly, I'm going to say no. Now, that is quite simple. For me, first and foremost, the thing that attracts me straight away is conversation. It has to flow. And this conversation was very forced in some places. And the fact that, don't get me wrong, I love animals. But the fact that the whole conversation mostly leaned towards her dogs, and she didn't really want to speak about anything, honestly, I'm going to say no. I don't really want further contact with her. The click just wasn't there as much as what it was with Sue from the first round. This is the last round. With a flurry of yellow, the final candidate slides into the booth. Hi there, I'm Bree. Last round for the night. Are you ready, Knight? Oh, last round for the night. Are you ready, Knight? Ask them how you are doing. How are you? I'm okay. Bit sad this thing is almost over. It was a good way to spend my Saturday evening. How are you feeling at this point, though? Tired? No, not really. So you still have the energy left to talk to me. That's good to know. Bree laughs. So, first of all, how are the hobbies? What do you do in your spare time? I usually make art for fun. Most of the time, anyway. What do you mean? Bree fiddles with her baubles around their neck. Art is hard, okay? I'm a traditional art kind of person, making statues and such, but sometimes things don't work out the way I want them to, and you know how it is. Honestly, no. Not a big artsy person. But, you know what, you just agree with her. Yeah, art is hard. So, see, no one knows true suffering like artists do. She looks pleased. Weather. You look at the umbrella leaning against your table. With this weather, it's a good thing I brought an umbrella. The rain is a menace. I hope your umbrella is large enough for two. It sure is. Well, if it wasn't large enough, I'd ask to borrow it from you. That is to say, I forgot my own umbrella. And my hair won't thank me for my forgetfulness. The envelope on the table seems to have caught Bree's attention. Without asking, she opens it. Coughs as though she is about to give a dramatic speech before reading the question to you. If you never had to work again, what would you do? That's a hypothetical question, but it's still fun to fantasize about. I mean, I travel a lot and take my camera and sketchbook everywhere. There are so many places I want to visit, so many places I want to see. The thought alone is getting me excited. Bree sighs wistfully. If only, but I don't think I'll ever win the lottery, and I don't think I have any rich great aunts who would bequeath me with their money either. Oh well, I can dream, right? Anything you would do if you had never had to work again. Ooh, traveling obviously sounds nice, but I've been very blessed in my life to be able to have traveled to a lot of countries already, so I've had that traveling experience. However, if I had money, I would love nothing more than to just simply sit back, relax, and retire, and just do what I want to, when I want to, how I want to. basically just live my life the way I want to, without any work or tools or anything like that to get in the way. If I was rich, I'd simply just retire to a nice quiet place, being 100% honest. Not too quiet, I hope. I just can't imagine being too far away from a Wi-Fi signal. Congratulations, you just witnessed the moment where I realized I am far too technologically dependent. For the last time tonight, the bell rings. Bree looks at you and hums as though they are only now realizing this was the last round. Well, that was it. Who knows? See you later, night. She stands up, straightens the wrinkles out in her dress, and leaves. Do you want further contact with this candidate? You know what? Yes. Besides the fact that she obviously is a little bit dependent on technology and seems a little bit very devoted on work and traveling, the conversation flowed. It was easy, it was nice, and obviously with it being a first date, first impression. So next day you get an email from the speed dating organization. Hello, we thank you for joining us and we hope you enjoyed your evening. The rules state that we can contact one of the candidates for you if you had enough in common. If you wish to contact more than one, feel free to do so at your own leisure. Is there anyone you would like us to send a message to? You know what? I'm going to go with Sue. Sue and I, just everything flowed very, very nicely. I loved the conversation. We had quite a bit of in common. There was that flirtatious vibe there. And you know what? I actually really enjoyed her company. So you know what? Let's go with Sue. She responds swiftly. Only 5 minutes after she received your message, she calls you. Hey, Knight. Who would have thought we'd talk again? Well, maybe, but that's not the point. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is you seemed fun, and I would love to get to know you better. What a coincidence. I thought the same about you. Do you want to hit the town? There's this record store I've been wanting to visit for like forever, and we could go for some food afterwards. Sounds good to me. Just tell me when. You agree to meet up with Sue. When you two greet each other in front of the record store, it's sunny outside and Sue looks quite happy to see you. Hey you, good to see you again. Ready to go? You bet. You enter the record store. As it turns out, Sue is completely at ease here. She knows a bunch and then some about music and enjoys sharing her knowledge with you. You two talk and laugh a lot. Sue is hilarious company. She also insists on taking a ton of selfies together. At the end of the day, Sue takes you to her favorite restaurant. She can't stop praising the food. When the streetlights turn on, you say goodbye to Sue. Hey, Knight. Thank you for today. She hesitates for a moment, then hugs you. See you next time, maybe. She winks at you one last time before you part ways. You have a feeling you will see Sue again. Unlocked Sue romance ending. The end. That was actually really, really nice. And I think what I liked about this is obviously each person's outcome might be a little bit different. We all have our own preference. We all look and like different things in people. And obviously that's the beauty about it. I mean, if we all were exactly the same, it'd be fucking boring. So obviously going through something like this and seeing what people like is actually pretty interesting. Now I went with the kind of things that I like. Not too big on traveling because I've done quite a little bit. I'd love a house in the middle of the forest. I do listen to rock music, and having that adventurous side, as Sue did, is what attracted me more. And for me, first and foremost, a flowing conversation is more important than anything. I hate those moments where you're sitting and there's that awkward silence, you don't really know what to talk about. But having an educated conversation about anything and everything, just allowing the conversation to go wherever it needs to, for me, first and foremost, as an impression, would be the winner. That is what would define, if I had to choose, that's the person I would choose 99% of the time. But I really do hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, then by all means, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see all you beautiful people in my next video. But obviously, until then, cheers.